Greetings programs, today's video is going to be shorter compared to last year's because it's nearly the same game, unfortunately. Like last year, I cannot cover the puck for some reason in time.
He shoots it! Oh, that guy's...
There's still a weird puck magnetism that leads to goals, like pucks hitting my blocker and going in, going straight up in the air, and I can't save it because there's no save animation. My avatar acts dumbfounded, even though I'm watching the puck the whole way. Poke checks that force the puck to go up in the air and either over or under my body. And for some reason this year, tons of pucks are going off my defenders and in on me. There's also general BS that you cannot stop as a goalie, like players wrapping their sticks around my body, awesome poke check one-timers, and much, much more. This year, I feel like new goals have arisen with my body rotating to not be square with the shooter to let in a goal. And it seems there's no goalie interference calls like there was in the past. This game is kind of a mess. You can be in position and still let in a save. It just sucks. I've written a full EA NHL wishlist video with constructive criticism and great ideas, but for now, this will do. So my NHL 23 goalie build is similar to 22, but different. This year, the cross crease goals have gone down, and the new meta is short side goals, especially against CPU tendies. I do like that the game has toned down 1Ts and boosted lifelike goals like say 8-hole goals, because as a longtime hockey player and NHL gamer, this is progress for EA NHL. However, it sucks for us user goalies. This also doesn't mean that the game has removed one-timers completely. You still need to have those saves in your repertoire. Just remember to cover the short side more often than playing the pass this year, because that's what shooters are bending their mind towards. So here's my NHL 23 goalie build. Just like last year, we are going to go with the hybrid base because of the athletic ability and equal glove hands. I find people shoot equally top and bottom, top for like the medium to long distance, aka low danger shots, and bottom for high danger shots in the slot or one-timers. So just like usual, 6'5", we are going 190 pounds. And just like last year, our goal here is coverage and stopping as many pucks as possible. So we're gonna work backwards. We're gonna do the attributes, then the boosts, then the superstar abilities, and then the zone ability. So, attributes. Last year, I was all about speed. This year, I find myself drifting a little bit and getting out of position. So I'm gonna put my emphasis into recovery, agility, and then speed. So for the attributes here, we are gonna go +1 for each glove hand, -3 for the 5-hole. So you have 90, 90, 81. The glove hands and 5-hole on both low and high are honestly the most important attributes. It's kind of like, I guess, shooting accuracy for skaters, but we really can't add any more without favoritism. And 5-hole is still broken this year, and it sucks. So downgrading it again doesn't matter, because if you boosted it, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go over here to the high glove. We're gonna go +1, +1, -3. So everything is 90, just like last year. So this year for speed, your default at this current build is 89. We're actually gonna go 88. And then we're gonna go agility, if I can, read a script and do my controller at the same time, +3. Poke check -4. So onto positioning, we're gonna go rebound control, -5. It's kind of like the 5-hole. You can put SpongeBob on. You can put the sponge zone ability on, it doesn't work. Vision -1, no, wait, -3. Breakaway -1, recovery +5. So for the boosts here, we are gonna go positional recovery +3 for recovery, and that makes the recovery 99. The thinking here is if you're out of position by a little bit or need help with a second chance opportunity or saving one-timers, the theory is that recovery would help out those saves. And I have played where I'm out of position a little bit or I need help on one-timers, and I feel like this boost helps. The other boost we're gonna go with is reflex agility, which is right here. And I'll make our agility 94. Agility is for changing directions, and I feel like it's more important than speed because when I'm getting in position and making little micro adjustments back and forth, it should help me out more, and I feel like it does, as well as sliding over from one side, but also quickly canceling it and moving it the other way on the left stick. So I believe agility and recovery are really good as a balance as a goalie to stop as many pucks as possible. So superstar abilities, we're gonna go just like last year, light work, and then we're going to be going post to post. People love sniping high glove with snapper wrist shots, and light work does a good job, albeit not a great job to combat that. And I'm not going with extra padding anymore, I'm going post to post. Yeah, I watched Black Ice's video on deciphering abilities for the Superstar and X Factors, and if it's true that the two requirements for an ability to be equipped give a boost to those areas when applying the ability, then extra padding is kind of useless considering it only gives a boost to Slapshot's high glove. Most Slapshots are from the point, aka a low danger area, so why bother with trying to stop those when you're most likely in position to save them anyway. I'm uncertain if extra padding helps covering one-timers. Post-to-post covers one-timers and all kinds of movement saves in post-to-post situations like wraparounds, any movement post-to-post. I really liked it as a zone ability, but the zone ability I choose this year, just like last year, is yes, ladies and gentlemen, the butterfly effect. It triggers quite often, I love it, but it seems to trigger less than last year, and it does not stop close quarters. The game, a lot of the time, doesn't even trigger save animations for me, just like last year. It really blows, and other zone abilities really don't work, like Last Stand. I really wish they would add in a goalie zone ability to combat close quarters and stops high danger / slot attempts more often, or better yet, just nerf close quarters because it's way too OP and overused. So this year I have 3 new tips building off of last year with my newer style of play. Tip number 1, using the right stick to reverse VH on the post is broken this year. For some odd reason, moving the right stick to cover the post sometimes triggers your avatar to poke check, which in turn, of course, slows down your reaction time for your avatar and you're let in a wraparound goal in some instances. So try manually butterflying RT to cover the post or left stick moving to cover the post versus right sticking post to post. The latter is risky because they could tuck it in. However, if they choose to bring it out and snipe, you have a slightly better chance to make the save instead of hugging it with the right stick because you cover more of the net. Equipment. Color your gear. Having white pads, in my opinion, is harder to position your avatar. Measuring your eyes using your avatar's legs and hands relative to the post in your peripheral is harder to do with white gear. So usually I color the backside and outside of my gear to match my team. Then the front you can do whatever with. There's this common misconception that white pads will make you better as a goalie, but there's really no proof. Once a good sniper sees the redness of the pipes, they know where to go. Having an invisibleness with white pads won't make a difference. If anything, making your avatar 6'5" in colored gear makes them look larger rather than smaller. I don't think a goalie's ever won a Stanley Cup with all white gear. But you can have white in your base of your equipment, just make sure the back sides are colored. Tip number 3, use the high camera for scrambles in front. The high camera will swing and help check your angles like I said last year, but it's very hard to see when there's a bunch of traffic in front of you and you can't see the puck at all. This is where the high camera will come in and help you. Don't mind 100% on where the puck is because you can't see it. See if you can process where the high camera is positioned relative to where you think the puck is. It's helped me out a few times get into position or not overskate the puck. So that's all I got for you this year. I like my build a lot. I'm not liking the game so much. I feel like Fortnite or other games like third-person Call of Duty are a much funner time. But this is the only NHL game we can play with our friends online. So please have fun. I hope it works. Godspeed. Goalies. So my favorite goalie is Jonathan Quick. Therefore, I'll be quick like him if I use his stance. Psych yourself up is what we're trying to do here. Try this out if you have not already.